babe. Fuck. I left my vape in my jacket. This one's dead.
Okay, well, here's one.
Thank you.
Here's a vape.
Everything's
going great.
I wasn't going to make it through.
Everything's going great.
Without this. Welcome to the Patreon episode, everybody. How you doing? How was your week?
How are you?
Seriously. Answer us.
Tell us how you're doing. Explain yourselves.
Beaches, can you hear me? Andy just walked away from the podcast. He's done. He just actually psychically told me that. Oh, he's back. He's back. So we are back. It's been another week. We're closer to Christmas. We're closer to America decomposing and collapsing.
Mm-hmm. Well, collapsing first and then decomposing. Or
yeah.
I don't know, maybe both.
Sort of it's all happening at the same time a little bit.
Speaking of which, big news.
What is it?
This is huge.
You have food in your teeth?
Hate you. No. They brought back the compost bin down by the recycling. I mean, this is huge. We're composting in the building again. I'm really excited. Another thing that my wife will be annoyed that I do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not annoyed that you do it. I don't love the bag of trash that you keep in the freezer when you compost. But I do appreciate that you keep it in the freezer so we don't fucking smell it all the time. Uh-huh. And, is it sort of like your version of knitting? Like it's passing the time in a way that makes you feel good while the environment just stands no chance of healing itself?
I mean, that's the problem.
Yes.
That's the problem. Because no matter how many eggshells I compost or coffee filters or bottles I wash out, really the only solution to climate change is to take, just the top 20 CEOs of energy companies in the country and assassinate them along a large gray wall. But that's illegal. We can't do that, even though they've committed crimes beyond treason and murder and genocide.
I don't know if you guys are listening to this podcast or have been, but environment and climate change, kind of a pretty big deal.
Kind of a big deal. No, nobody wants to hear about it.
It's actually kind of important.
That is weird. Can I ask you, though, I know that you don't care about this, but is it okay that we all, even though we all need to be Greta Thunbergs, that we're just that's annoying? Is that okay?
Yeah. What do you mean, is it okay? What do you mean by that?
Because we all should give a shit.
Is it okay in the eyes of God? What are you asking?
Is it just okay to you that we aren't doing anything?
I mean, I don't have kids, and so...
You don't care?
Yeah. Listen, I don't think it's okay that we're not doing anything, but I also feel like it's just this massive problem where you go, and I think that I have this in common with the majority of people, where you look at the problem, you watch a documentary, you go, well, that's insurmountable, and then you go to bed because there's nothing you really can do because you're not, the CEO of a $1 billion company. Yeah. So you go, I mean, unless they decide to do something about it, we're fucked. So yeah, listen, I've caught a lot of shit on this podcast for not recycling. I've caught a lot of shit.
Yeah. You've actually doubled down. Chin. You have a new bit about it.
Yeah, and I have doubled down. I have, because I just don't think it's not doing anything. I've been recycling since it was 1986.
Well, did you think we were going to reach a point where they were like, we recycled everything?
Yeah, kind of. I thought we were going to recycle and it was going to fix it. That's what was promised to us. Well,
it's an ongoing process.
Yeah, well, so is searching for a missing child. But you send out an Amber Alert, what the fuck is that going to do? You're making us do your job. Thank you. They're making us do their jobs, and
you heard it here first. Rosebud, isolationist libertarian.
Recycling is the Amber Alert of the environment.
Do you know, I had a joke about this a long time ago that never worked because it's too dark, but where it was like, I bet, because it's named after a girl named Amber.
Yeah.
And it's like, I bet Amber isn't thrilled to have that named after her.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, thanks, guys.
I love that every time a child gets kidnapped, Amber gets reminded of the worst day of her life.
Yeah, she's like, oh, thanks, everybody. Wow. Really could have just used that, I don't know, a day before it happened to me. Yeah. Maybe we just call it alerts at that point. But sure.
Yeah, bring my name into it. Why don't you? Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Whenever I have an Amber Alert.
It's like if every time a child got molested, Andy's phone went off.
Oh, my God. You love this. Well, it's like every time a little girl drowned, Rosebud got a new bit.
Every time I go to a party, I'm destroyed. Okay?
By what?
By the memory of my sister's death.
Oh, wow.
She, yes, it was a tragedy to lose her. It also was a tragedy that she ruined parties for me.
Do you know what's kind of ironic? Is that, so I got molested when I was in a body cast. I'd broken my femur.
Yeah.
And 2 months prior to that, I'd been in the hospital in traction. And there was this Ethiopian nurse, this woman, I forgot her name, but she used to come in and give me sponge baths. Mm-hmm. So hot. Hottest thing that's ever happened to me. Man, that rocked when she would come in and bathe me with a sponge with her beautiful skin.
Yeah.
Her East African lures.
Yeah, it's kind of intimidating to marry a man who was molested as a kid, because it's just like, I mean,
you're never going to live up to that.
You got so much experience.
No, but I'm just saying.
Start 'em young,
I'm just saying that I don't look at that experience negatively at all. Same exact situation. Mm-hmm. It was just a beautiful woman, and then I didn't even really get molested that bad. Just some, jock showed his dong to me and asked me to see his or whatever, and then that's like traumatic. But 2 months prior, beautiful Ethiopian woman gives me a sponge bath. Hottest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Well, she was actually just doing her job.
Still.
Oh, she was just.
I mean, okay,
it's not
well,
the same thing.
To be fair, my babysitter was a Catholic kid, so he kind of was doing his job.
That's fair. Yeah. Just doing what he was taught.
I got secondhand molested by the Catholic Church.
So if anybody tells you that you can't get secondhand molested, you heard it here first.
You
can.
Heard it here first.
Secondhand molestation is a thing in America.
Yeah.
It's the silent predator.
It's the silent hand.
It's the silent hand that rocks the cradle. Okay?
Wow. Dark start.
Dark
start to a Friday.
Absolutely. But, it's a Patreon episode.
These people get it.
They can handle it.
They're on board.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to shout out last Patreon episode. Luca Longcar came to my show in Chicago. Sat right up in the front, solo. Good guy.
Good guy.
Good guy, that Luca. And
good guy.
That's a men talk. I'm constantly burping. I have a throat itch. But if you're a single lady in the Chicago area, find Luca and give him a blowgie.
What?
A blowgie.
I hate that.
Suck him off.
A blowgie?
Give him a blowgie.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Blowjob? Blowgie.
Yeah, I know what it was. Thank you so much for clearing that up.
What's your favorite name for blowjobs?
My favorite name for blowjobs is take the night off.
Take the night off.
Take the night off. Hey, would you give me a... Actually, just take the night off.
Oh, okay.
My
favorite name for...
That was the worst joke I've ever made.
Going down on women is kissing the clam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what you call it? Kiss the clam?
Not really carpet munching.
Sounds almost like a schoolyard game. Kiss the clam.
Kiss the clam. I mean, you didn't do that?
I did Red Rover, where, you joined hands and then ran directly into a guy's crotch.
So many broken arms. But
Oh, you did it with, okay. See, we just ran right into each other's genitals
oh, okay.
and just like buried ourselves in the like that.
See, ours was Kiss the Clam was one woman would go and she would be in a small skirt and she would act like kind of like she was like a Bavarian milkmaid that had lost her pail.
This was in elementary school.
Yeah, I went to a very progressive school, and she would kind of lean over, and then you had to sneak up and kiss the clam.
Okay.
The backwards side smile.
Yeah, I never played that.
Yeah.
That sounds advanced, to be honest.
Honestly, it's hard to sneak up on that milkmaid.
Right.
Especially when she's singing Edelweiss so enthusiastically, because you want to join in.
Yeah, and do you want me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So badly.
All right, good. I
would love it if you wore one of those fucking lederhosen kind of things.
You mind if I look up the lyrics and sing it while I look at an iPad?
Not at all, as long as you're bent over.
Okay, I will be watching my own porn.
Your own porn? Mm-hmm. You have your own porn?
My own channel.
Oh, wait. Are you in it?
Some of them.
Oh, God.
You know, you can't produce without contributing.
No, just